You know, there are some that would call me crazy for choosing to hold it in instead of just going to the bathroom, but I don't want to miss any of these.
You may be seated.
I wasn't asked for a zillion dollars. Real number. Well, you know what I mean. Now they cap that kind of stuff. Who cares?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Edward, and I will be overseeing
Judge,
this case.
Judge, you need to speak into the microphone, please.
Right, of course. Now then, I'm here to oversee this small claims case between Eldurrino and ColdReadthePodcast. Eldurrino is accusing ColdReadthePodcast of not being provided ample amounts of water as compensation for his hard work and dedication to this weekly entertainment, which he alleges is written in his contract. So, Mr. Eldurrino, I see that...
Objection!
On what grounds?
On the grounds that Mr. Eldurrino is my father, Your Honor.
Sir, this is not the place nor time for jokes. I do not tolerate tomfoolery in my courtroom. I am a reasonable man, but I will not allow anyone to waste the court's time. Are we clear?
Your Excellency, I was not attempting to disrupt the court with light humor, nor was I partaking in any shenanigans, chicanery, rascality, or otherwise. I merely felt that it was important for the record to know that incredibly pertinent information. I swore when I entered this magnificent courtroom.
Swore what?
Oh, nothing. I stubbed my toe on the door frame coming in, and I swore quite loudly.
Understood. Now then.
I said piss cupcakes, Your Honor.
It is my understanding that you had a lawyer present earlier. Where are they now?
Yes. My apologies for not saying this earlier. I believe that it is in my best interest to represent myself in this matter. My lawyer and I had a rather sudden falling out after they realized that there was no possible way that we will win this case. They suggested that I just drop it, and I was like, what? No way, man. I'm looking to get paid, you heard? So I fired him.
I see. Now, I certainly do not recommend that you proceed with defending yourself, given that you have already demonstrated a clear lack of knowledge in court proceedings or the law itself. However, it is still within your constitutional right to do so.
I understand, Your Holiness, and I wish to proceed.
Of fucking course you do. Fine then, please continue.
With what?
Your opening arguments, please.
Right. Okay. Your Sexiness, I helped found and build Cold Read the Podcast from the ground up and have been a reliable and hardworking team member for nearly 2 years straight. As per my contract, I declined any monetary compensation for my diligence and instead requested that I be provided with my choice of water during every episode. However, as of the last 6 months, my requests have not been fulfilled due to what I can only assume is jealousy on the part of my colleagues sitting over there. Therefore, I am demanding that the defendants compensate me with the aforementioned water, as well as reimburse me for emotional suffering.
And how much will you be seeking, Mr. Eldurrino?
$500,000, Your Glory.
Order! Mr. Eldurrino, I really wish I did not have to explain this to you, but this is a small claims court, not a game show. Please revise your request.
Okay. I am requesting, $15,000.
Noted. Let the record show that Mr. Eldurrino is requesting the agreed upon materials as well as... Huh? What? Who coughed? You are disrupting these proceedings, sir! Leave! Get the fuck out of my courtroom, young man! You know something? My parents always used to tell me children should be seen and not heard. Maybe some of you ruffians out there could learn from them.
Actually, Your Honor, the phrase is the...
Actually, Your Honor, mind where you walk, peasant. Anyways, defense, please proceed with your rebuttal.
Thank you, Your Honor. Our esteemed colleague Eldurrino comes before you today and insists that Cold Read the Podcast has breached contract with him and not fulfilled the requirements as outlined in said contract. However, I have in my hands the very evidence needed to show that we have provided Eldurrino with every desire he has presented us with. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach, but not too close. I said not too close! This is my area! Mine! All that this paper says is, this is a load of bollocks, and then it has a little man in a black robe and crown defecating on a clock.
Sorry. That is evidence for a different case. Here is the correct paper.
Thank you very much, Miss Hawke. Mr. Eldurrino, do you have any idea what this is?
I'm sorry, Your Surreptitiousness. I'm not able to make out the text from over here. May I approach?
You will stay right where you are, lest you wish to be slain in front of a crowd of your peers. Blood is thicker than water, Mr. Eldurrino. Shall we find out if it's true?
Still not the correct way to use that phrase.
Okay then. No, I do not know what that is.
It would appear that your colleagues have done their part and photocopied the receipts of every individual water purchase. And as per your contract, it would seem that they have indeed met your requested amount of 6 million gallons over the course of 2021.
I knew it. It was a dihydrated.
There's too much water talk. I've got to go. I've got to use the bathroom. I got to go. Let me know if
Objection, your macho-ness.
There is nothing to object to, sir.
Okay. Maybe I wasn't telling everyone the whole story, but I would like the record to show that at least 20% of the water provided to me came from Dasani.
Order! Shut the fuck up and sit back down, you pathetic brain-dead morons! Sir, it does not matter where this water came from. The fact of the matter is that it was paid for and delivered to you.
Have you ever tried Dasani? I do not believe that the courts can consider that water.
Don't you patronize me, sir, or I will find you in contempt of court. And furthermore, why in the name of the fly spaghetti monster would you bother bringing this before the courts, knowing full well that you were lying and would lose?
Let me answer your question with another question, Your Highness.
Oh, God, don't go there.
What is art?
This is bullshit. I missed the Dasani revelation, but I'm here for what is art. Fuck you.
I see art as the ability to create something from nothing. Whether you paint or draw, play an instrument, construct buildings, or pretend to be someone you're not, you are making art. And frankly, I am so very sick and tired of seeing voice actors continue to be thrown to the wayside and disregarded like an old pack of cigarettes that a cheap prostitute left in your vehicle the night before, and you need to dispose of the evidence before your wife finds out. We are mocked and ridiculed unmercifully almost every day, being called subpar or not really an actor. Or even that one guy that has been asked to leave the party multiple times because he won't stop doing impressions of the Joker from The Dark Knight, and it's making everyone cringe. It's horrible, your splendiferousness. And I cannot stand by any longer and suffer through this abuse. I want to make an impact on this world and show everyone that voice acting is acting. Just because we're not in front of a camera doesn't mean that we don't deserve to be paid the same as an A-list on-screen actor. We deserve to be paid with the same amount of water that SeaWorld uses for their killer whale habitats. We deserve to be worshipped, the common person bowing down at our feet and begging for forgiveness when they forget to add the hot peppers on my sandwich last Thursday. We are actors, damn it. And we deserve respect! Yes, well, you lied in my courtroom, so this case goes to Cold Read the Podcast. Furthermore, I sentenced you to 30 days in county jail for perjury.
maybe next time you decide to try and get a movement started to bolster your career, think about whether you are doing it for those who want to follow in your footsteps, or if you are doing it for yourself. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, Mr. Eldurrino.
Sir, these proverbs are never... Oh, wait. No, that one works.
Court is adjourned.
No, I can't go to jail. I have deadlines to meet. I have 2 scripts that I have to finish recording by Friday. Plus, I have classes that I'm signed up for. I can't miss those. That'd be a waste of a payment. I can't miss those. And it'll destroy my reputation.
Hey, did I ever tell you how I got these scars?
Well, that went rather well, I think.
Agreed. So much so that I think it calls for a reward.
Renara, you can't bring that in here. You're gonna get us in trouble.
Oh, relax. The case is over. Nothing they can do about it now. Though, could you imagine if they found out that we only got him Dasani because the company offered us free Coke as an incentive to buy in bulk?
What kind of loser drinks that much water anyway?
I like Dasani.
I don't care.
Oh no.
I've only had it a few times, like at restaurants and shit, and I don't really care.
I like filtered water. I don't like Mountain Spring. That's like one of the few that no, stop nodding at me. This is.
So what water do you like?
I like Aquafina and Dasani.
Oh, we're Eldurrino. What water do you actually like?
Yes,
Aquafina?
fight my puppets.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cold Read the podcast by voice actors for voice actors. Intro was by Eldurrino. Thank you for for the insight into that wonderful, wonderful bald head of yours. This was a very fascinating little experiment. A lot of people were tasked for the background. I heard Ravenmain, I think, 100%.
So we got a few people in there. I did a quick little awards show for everyone.
I saw.
But Ravenmain, yes, he was in there. He was the, as he dubbed it, got a piss guy.
Yeah.
Who was trying to hold it, but then inevitably failed. Draylen Dragon Fox, our guest from last week, was in there as well. Bad News Bakery was in there. Who else? Darling Miss Nix was in there, which her takes were hilarious because she was trying to dry heave and she kept laughing during it. So, and then we had Pylord in there too, I think.
Nice.
In a few different spots. So, yeah, it was fun, and it had nothing to do with the Helena Taylor case that just transpired.
I know.
It wasn't a parody or anything.
No, not at all.
Actually, not the $15,000 monetary amount.
Did it have to do with water? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Johnny Depp?
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
No, Helena Taylor. Sorry, no, it's Bayonetta.
I wasn't.
I got you.
That. I wasn't here for that show either, so.
Fine.
Fair enough. All right. Well, if you have any comments or if you have any topics you'd like us to go over, please feel free to email us, ColdReadthePodcast@gmail.com. I think somebody dropped us some audio on the Discord. I have to go back and take a peek at it so we can use it for the next episode. So thank you to the person who did that. Appreciate it. We would love to listen to your audio. Please go ahead and send it over. You can email it to us. You can drop it in Discord, ColdReadthePodcast@gmail.com, or the Discord invite is right in the description. As we always do, I'd love to check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. So let's start with the other side of the world and see how Renara is doing this evening on this lovely Sunday.
No, I'm fine. Well,
Jesus.
Sorry. I am finally at the tail end of whatever the hell I ended up with last week. I ended up getting a double whammy of some form of cold, not COVID. mixed with an allergic reaction, mixed with getting down, like completely torrentially downpoured upon. Then I got a chest thing like Wednesday.
Damn.
So I am still going. I have a slight temperature, but we are still going.
Wow.
I have a start date for the Tales of Annualia. I will be doing my first table read on the 18th for that, so I am super excited.
Fun.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm still in the process of going through chapter 5. I've started slowly but surely getting back into sort of doing the Assassin in the Desert again. And really cool, exciting thing, I unlocked the community tab on YouTube. I don't know how I managed that, but literally at 11 o'clock at night last night, I just got this notification went advanced things unlocked, community tab. This has replaced the discussion thing. I'm going, okay, I don't know what the fuck I did with that, but all right, cool, yay!
Did you get your YouTube name too?
I did.
Yes.
I got my YouTube handle and my I think my old 2012 one is now disappeared and no one can find it. So I'm so glad that that's completely disappeared now.
Damn it.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
No, not missed opportunity. Absolutely not missed opportunity. But no, I got my handle, my creative, my what is it called? Personalized, that's the one. Personalized YouTube thingy is my main thing now, which is awesome. I am learning how to use bots on Discord now because I am still building my Discord server to be able to be out for the public. It is still a work in progress.
Pain in the butt.
But yeah, that's a thing. It's a thing. I'm still trying to work. It's not like live to everybody yet, but I am still working on that. And I am still looking for mods. If anyone is interested in becoming a moderator for my server, please, I will link a application form in this episode if you would like to apply. That would be amazing.
Take a peek in the description.
Would be so freaking amazing. And if anyone knows how to, use bots and maintain servers, that would be really helpful.
And I'm sure you're looking for people to mod in your particular time zone. And
yeah. No, it can be to encompass everywhere because eventually it'll be public, so you'll have everybody in there from different time zones and stuff. So,
right,
as many people from different time zones, the more hours can get covered.
Cool.
It'll be like a weird shift pattern or sort of thing.
Sure.
I'm not expecting anyone to be there 24/7. Like that's unrealistic. But it's the thing of if I can get enough mods in there to, be able to cover it for a set amount of hours or whatever, and it be moderated fine, I'm happy. But yeah, that is that.
That is also a very big cup of tea.
It's not a cup of tea.
It's a mug.
It is cranberry juice. Yes.
With vodka.
Lovely. Love me some
lemonade. Cranberry juice and lemonade.
I love me some cran apple juice.
Oh, and very minor point, which I've already discussed with these lot. I am pissed off with Disney for the reason that there was a Treasure Planet 2 in
Okay, hold
the
on.
works.
Before you get into this, I think it's fair to know that Disney loves to silence people, so maybe we shouldn't talk shit on them.
Okay, fine.
Oh, please. We're
the Marvel police, man. They're gonna show up. I'm telling you.
I'll hide. It's fine. I love Treasure Planet, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on. Misty, how's your week?
It's been okay. I was going to submit an audition for a project that I was interested in. Haven't done it yet, but I will do it soon. I absolutely have to though. I need to remind myself that I need to do it because it's just a project on Twitter I've been eyeing, and waiting for the chance to audition for the specific character because I think I'd be pretty good for it. Of course, I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna try, and we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
And apart from that, not really much. I forgot to submit to the Ultimate Voiceover Survivor. I was just so busy, so it's okay. I probably wouldn't have made it in anyway, so it's fine. It's not really negative. It's just that the 2 times I've tried, I didn't make it. So it's I'm just kind of wasn't expecting much because it keeps getting bigger every year. So it's if I didn't get in when there was less people, it's
Is that you doubting yourself?
It's not really that much doubt. It's just
Stop
math.
doubting.
It's math.
I heard
It's
doubting.
math. It's just simple math. It's like there's more people competing now, so it's like it's
It's
fine.
like every audition. That's exactly the same way that the whole process when it comes to VO is. You've
No, but,
got
like, I
one
mean,
role and you got 200 people going for it. It's
I know, but I mean, like when the first wave of this happened, there really wasn't that much attention to it. So it's like if I didn't get in then like I have way less chances now. So it's like
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's entirely untrue. More time means more training and more practice. So you have better chances, I would say, because then you can figure out what you need to do in order to break into the scene. So
And
with
you may
what
as
I was
well
going
do
to
it, because the more you do, the better you get. And even if you
And the-
don't get that, even if you don't get in there, the more you do, the more you're practicing, the more you can then do more. Like there's so many things. There are so many things, Misty. Do not focus on the numbers. I have been telling you since day one.
No, it's just like the what I was going to like the categories I was going to submit with. I don't really have much practice with. Like it's just stuff that I feel comfortable with. So it's like I don't think I would have done much better. It's like I'm just being realistic. I don't think I would have done much better because I haven't really like practiced that in classes or anything. It's like narration, like the documentary categories. It's like I haven't practiced with that. So it's like being realistic.
not to pile on, but if you're talking about realisticness, we're in the wrong profession for that.
I know. I'm just saying that I haven't really practiced that. So it's like I don't think I would have done much better than I did the other times. That's it. I feel totally good. I feel okay. I'm okay. It's just like,
Okay. Well, thank you for being here, Misty. And if I didn't say thanks for being here, Renara. Eldurrino, how was your week?
Thanks for being here, Zamoody.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, nobody gets to say that. Thank you.
Thank you, Zamoody.
Thank you.
My week was all right. Aside from the intro, nothing voice acting related. This week was really just focused on more education. Learning audio production is, it's one thing to learn it, but your ears and your voice and whatnot are all instruments of their own, and trying to train them to work better, I guess, or be able to identify things differently is quite a challenge, as I found out. However, it's going very, very well. I will say to Misty and Renara, tomorrow when the VOD comes out, hi, by the way, past Misty and Renara, listen to the VOD. You will be able to tell that the audio is way, way better. I don't think the stream through Zamoody's Discord did it justice.
Sure.
But yeah, like I've been able to really apply that knowledge to stuff. Like I said, I've been working on a song, and then I did this intro, and it's been really beneficial because I get to practice it as well. So, yeah, that's been going very, very well. I'm very actually excited for a change. It's been a while since I've actually gotten excited to learn, which I know sounds kind of silly, but no, I get it. There's just points in life in which you're just like, I don't want to learn, I just want to do.
Yeah.
Like I just want to write a rock opera. I had knowledge about music from the past, but like where I'm at now, obviously I could have written it better. I could have mixed it better, mastered it, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah. Oh no, overall though, pretty good week.
Good.
I stuffed myself with sushi today at lunch.
Ooh, nice.
And then I got really sleepy. And then I tried to take a nap, and then my dog barked at literally nothing and scared the shit out of me, and then I couldn't fall back asleep. So
Oh darn.
So I'm drinking tea today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Well, thank you, Eldurrino.
I thought he was just going to end it at drinking, and that was it.
Oh, you're gonna be like, hello, what?
Zamoody, go through the recording later and just chop out where I said tea. Like, don't even try and cover it up. Just make it like a very abrupt chop. Today I'm drinking.
You're just gonna see a mouth teeth, but nothing. They're gonna be like, "What? What do you say?"
26 minutes in. Sure, I can cut that for you.
Goddamn. I expect to see that happen then.
Sure, you got it. All right, personally, so last week we didn't do the karaoke. I wasn't feeling great. My wife wasn't feeling great. We ended up going to urgent care that night. We got turned away. Basically, they closed at 7. They couldn't take any more patients at 7, even though they closed at 9, which kind of pisses me off when it comes to my thing. But it's like, oh, yeah, you can breathe. You're good. Let's go ahead and just go to primary. So we went to primary the next day, and primary's like, why didn't you guys go to, like, urgent care or the ER? It's like, it was just kind of a battle here and there. My wife does not have COVID. She does not have RSV. She does not have the flu or strep throat. So it's just something that's affecting her. Antibiotics seem to be helping, but she has been pretty much laid out like the whole week. I've not been too far behind her. I've got the sore throat. I've got the runny nose. So when it comes to voice stuff, other than Eldurrinos, I loaded up on Sudafed and Dayquil, and I just came down here and did it, and I was just like, that was my day. So it's been an interesting week. Hopefully things will improve to the point where we can actually get some voice stuff going. But here we are. We're happy to be here today. We're just gonna, as soon as this is over, we're gonna end stream, and I'm gonna go back upstairs and play nurse for the rest of the day. And that's pretty much been my week. Yeah. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into some topics. So last week, when we were talking to Draylen Dragonfox, Misty, you mentioned that you might have a topic for today. So let's go ahead and get started with that.
Yeah, it's not really much of a. I mean, it could be a kind of a topic, I guess, if you have something for it. Like, just the struggle of being a voice actor. Really, it's obviously something that we all struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like lately, it's just been really getting to me because it's like, so yeah, I have more expenses every month now, and I'm just like super stressed out about that. So whenever I audition, that's also kind of why I haven't been auditioning. It's like, because I already know that that's part of what being a voice actor is, right? Just giving and doing all that stuff, and you're not gonna get paid for most likely a really long time because that's just part of the process.
Yeah.
But in my situation where I'm just really, really tight for money and what I need is that like desperately, it's like it kind of like depresses me because it's like I don't want to devote my time to this when I know I won't get paid. I know that the possibility is there, obviously, that I might get something, but to spend a lot of time on that when I could be out like doing DoorDash or something, like, or actually earning money, it's like it's just been so rough for me lately. So that's just the thing. Like, just I don't know the way to discuss that.
Ironically enough, I have a lot to say on this subject.
Really shocking. Oh my gosh.
Nice. All right, we don't have to do anything for this episode. All right, go ahead,
So
Renara.
I'm going to be very, very candid here in the sense of I have decided that I'm not going to be taking on anything new for the foreseeable next couple of years at the minute. I have decided that I am going to, with the stuff I have already, my personal projects aside, that is kind of like an ongoing thing. That will always be an ongoing thing. But anything new, I'm not actively looking for more stuff. I have decided to focus solely on my other form of income, which is my day job currently, because in order for me to get to the next stage in what I want to do with my voice acting career, voice production, things like that, I need more money. I just do. I need more money in order to afford equipment, to maybe possibly put a deposit down on a house, to be able to have a space where I can actually edit my living quarters and build a bigger, better booth, have more things in order for me to get to that next stage. That's not going to be being given to me through my current voice work. So, and I, again, feeling very similar, I started to get really stressed out. I started to feel like my quality was downgrading, and it was the very much thing of like, right, in order for me to be able to get to that next stage in voice acting, I need to look literally logistically at my life and how am I going to get there? I need to be earning more money. And at the minute, voice acting isn't going to do that. And I don't plan/see/expect it to. So what can I control? What can I physically act on right now? My current day job. And perhaps things that I have the capability of doing, but currently in my current role as a teaching assistant, because I've explained it in the sense of I do feel like my hands are quite tied. There is much more I could be doing that, ironically enough, could help with my mental health and could help with other things. But currently, as a teaching assistant, I can't do that. So I need possible training in doing other things. I have stated I want to do social work. That is a thing. So I have actively been working on finding ways for me personally to attain that role, possibly earn more money, and then from there on, having a better foundation to then invest more money into voice acting. And then from there it will start to grow. It's a weird ping-ponging backwards and forwards, and it's something that is never taught to any artist in school, is that art takes so long before you have to build your portfolio. Start when you're in school. My advice is start when you are in school. Build your portfolio no matter what type of art it is. Drama, record and record every single practice you do with permission if you're doing with other people's. But if it's like a monologue or if it's something like that, keep some sort of record of a performance. One, so you can look back on it, and two, you have a beginnings portfolio of the stuff you did in school. It's a thing. Any other form of art, start building your portfolio and then just keep going from there. But in the meantime, you do have to have that underbelly of where's the money going to come to support my art? And that's kind of the thing that I am trying to say in the sense of, Misty, if you're struggling on money right now, then make that more your focus. I'd say, ironically enough, because you will feel less stressed when you feel you have enough to support yourself, and then that will have a knock-on effect on your voice acting journey, and so on and so forth. They work in tandem. If you neglect one for too long, you start to put strain on the other. That's something that I've learned very recently. So whilst I always say never stop, never get off the path, never take the steps backwards, but one step at a time and pause, and then look to see what you can control, what you can do, and actively work on those parts.
Well said.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me start off by just asking you, what is art? No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
No, seriously, the question is, do you love voice acting? Not just do you love doing it?
No, absolutely.
Why?
It's just another extension of what I've wanted to do my whole life, which is just acting in general. I can't do that as much right now. I even looked up how to do, if I could audition for theater and stuff. I can't really participate actively in theater at the moment. When I get the chance to audition for something, I will. So it's I miss that so much, and this is a way for me to tap into that in a sense. It's different, but it's still expressing myself dramatically, and I miss it so much, and I really want to do it. It's just that it's a little different because there's a lot more thing that goes into it, like editing and all that stuff. You put more work into this, I'd say, than actually going over there and performing. It feels different. It doesn't feel like I'm giving as much. Everything is part of the process. And here it's just kind of and once I get an audition, once I actually get the thing, I can just stick to that. And then here it's for the most part, it's been hard getting something that sticks.
So the reason I asked those questions is because this is kind of a lesson that I needed to teach myself, actually pretty recently, once I kind of figured, my life wasn't heading in one specific direction or another. I was just kind of stuck in a dead spot almost. And this is really more my personal opinion, so take it as you will. But I don't think that you should do something solely, if it's an art, I don't think that you should solely do it because you want to make money off of it. And I'm sorry to say that you will not get anywhere by just wanting to do it for money. Yeah. Unless you are in commercial work only, because commercial work is sadly mostly stagnant. It's usually the same things. People are looking for one particular type of voice. and they just expect you to read the script and here's your paycheck, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks or whatever. If you're looking to get more into like character work, or if you want to return to the stage and do community theater, you have to separate wanting that paycheck. It should really be because you love to do it, and that's what helped me decide that I wanted to focus more on audio production than voice acting. Like, sure, voice acting is great, but it is very challenging, and it is not. I'm not really at a good point in my life where I feel like I should solely focus on that. My true love for as long as I can remember has always been music. I started playing instruments when I was 10. I have never stopped. I'm 32 today, so 2 decades worth of artistic vision and performance has come out of me. And it's something I've never gotten bored of. I've never said, God, I don't feel like listening to music today. I don't feel like, singing along with my favorite songs or whatnot. Like that's never been a thought that has crossed my mind. So I would say, like, I understand that you have been very fortunate in your Fiverr journey. Just doing short $5 to $10 jobs, whatever the case may be. But I wouldn't, like, if you are dedicated and you want to break into the industry more than just doing commercial work, it's something that you just have to learn to do without getting paid right away. And again, I know it sucks. Like, obviously, ideal situation is you audition for any paid role and you get it immediately. But, in the industry, the artistic industry, everyone's fighting for that same opportunity. And so, yes, like you were describing with the Ultimate VO Survivor thing, yes, the numbers do keep getting pumped up more and more as people get more interested in voice acting or they hear about the competition in general. But what good is it doing you by not participating? It doesn't solve anything. It just makes it worse. And by the time you're ready to try again, there could be, last year was 1,000 people. Next year's 5,000 people. Like, you're not doing yourself any favor by just idly sitting by. If it's something that you want and it's something that you believe you are good at, just Shia LaBeouf and fucking do it. Like, just do it. I don't want to scream because my gain is a little high.
It's actually pretty good, Renara. Yeah.
If it had been free, I would have done it, but also the paid entry thing kind of deterred me as well, because it's like I wanted to audition for multiple categories, and it's like,
okay, sure, but how much is it really? It was what, $10 per entry?
Yeah, like I could have done one, and I was going to do one, but then it's like time just slipped, and then I was managing my finances in like that very last week, and I was like, I was just stressful time.
And is it really something that you want to be invested in? Like 100% with your whole heart. That is participating in that competition is something that you want to do.
I wanted to do it for sure, but
okay, well, if you're uncertain, then
I know that's why I ultimately didn't do it, because I was like, I'm gonna spend money on something that I would prefer to just spend it on something that I really need right now, in terms of something that I'm feeling a little iffy about. That's like the decision I made.
I have a thing.
Sure, I'll wrap up real quick.
That's okay.
Did I say quack? I'm pretty sure
You said quack.
Yeah. Nice.
39 minutes in.
Yes.
I will say that in the grand scheme of things, $10 here and there is nothing.
Yeah.
It's, go to your grocery store and look at their bulletin board and see if there's, some quick job you can do for someone that, I don't know if it's kind of hard for me to describe because I have not really looked at those. So I don't know if there's actually any jobs or whatever, but like, help wanted ads, stuff like that. Look for those tiny little one-time jobs, whether it be, I need someone to mow my lawn because I am in my 70s and I can't really get out of my house anymore. Just, simple stuff like that. If it means that much to you, you should be doing whatever you possibly can to chase that dream. Like, and I've obviously not the greatest example of that because, I've told myself, I have set goals for myself, such as writing a rock opera that I have accomplished. But there's also been other goals in which I can't seem to reach no matter how hard I try. And it really just came down to just I'm not in it fully, you know? And so now when it comes to moving over to learning audio production, I've been super invested in classes. I mean, I don't know about if anyone else has used like Skillshare or some other like, short bite of like 5-minute videos or whatever for your lesson, but I don't imagine a lot of people take notes on their classes. I have, because I'm that kind of fucking nerd. Like I'm really trying to give this my all because I like it, and it allows me to do what I've been doing already for 22 years. All in all, I will say, look inward and see if you really are fully invested in this, and if you are, then get your ass out there and do whatever you have to do to succeed. Because I know you can. Anyone can. You have to push yourself to do it.
Yeah.
The end.
I have one really small thing which was taught to me by a good friend of mine, which has helped me in so many situations. So, for example, if you have a decision that you need to make, get a coin, assign each side of the coin to either yes or no or whatever, flip the coin, see the result. If you are disappointed or feel disappointed about the result, you know what you want to do then at that point, because
That's a good point.
I've done it's helped me so much. So yeah, I would always recommend, if you really aren't sure, if you don't know in yourself what you want, just register your own feelings in that moment and go, okay, was I happy with this result or was I split-secondly disappointed, and then measure it from there.
Not to pile on, but I'm going to say it this way. You need to do what you need to do to live.
Yep.
Plain and simple. If you don't have time for VO, consider looking at your time. Are you using it on Netflix? Are you using it on, I don't know, napping for an hour or whatever? Can you repurpose a little bit of time so you don't fall out of the practice, so you can keep on going if you want? Ultimately,
I'd like to interject real quick and say, don't give up naps. Come on.
I don't even take naps. I barely even watched anything like at home. Like what I do is I go to the movies a few times a week, but it's a social thing because it's the only time I can really talk to people in person. And I don't want to give that up because it's like a whole thing where it's like a movie club thing. And these are the only people I can really talk to. So I found that and I want to keep. So it's like, that's the one thing for sure. And then apart from that,
are we not people?
No.
In person, I mean, that's what this is.
We are pixels on a screen.
No, absolutely. It's like my online friends are like everything to me, but I really just don't have anybody to talk to in person apart from that group that I meet with, right? So it's like that's something that is taking up time, but that's only like a few nights a week. And then apart from that, if I do need money, I just go out and do DoorDash for a few hours after work. So yeah, I really don't have a lot of free time lately, but I absolutely know that when I do, I want to keep auditioning for projects that I care about or really want to be in, like the one I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep doing that for sure. It's just like with the grind, especially with Voice 123, was like just auditioning for stuff, like doing like several things in a row and then editing everything and submitting those auditions. It was kind of like, this is a lot of work and I'm not getting anything back for this time. That's part of the process of being a voice actor. But right now, what I need is money. So that's why it's like, it's a struggle. But I know that when I get to the point where I do earn more in my job or another job, I'll definitely won't mind as much. It's just right now, it's hard.
I mean, I completely understand where you're coming from. And I mean, I'm fortunate enough to be able to, set myself up in 7 years to be able to do this full time. But I mean, that's my plan. It's set yourself up for a plan and make sure that you don't completely fall out of the trade is basically what I'm going to say. I saw Renara held her hand up.
It's it's a small thing. Are you only looking at like Voices 1, 2, 3, or are you looking at specific like, are you just getting most of your jobs from one site, or are you looking at, say, I know Twitter's going through some shit currently, but have you looked at like Twitter? Have you seen some? Because I don't use those sort of Fortune 500. Like I'm off of voices now, and I get most of my. I just look at Twitter and I seek out if I see someone who's post something, I'll look at their profile. I'll research the game. I found a few games on Steam and downloaded them of them in beta, and I have found more enjoyment in finding other people's projects than just going at it like on a thing. So again, I probably would advise if you've got a steady thing going with like Voices 1, 2, 3, just do like 5 to 10 or whatever, however many you can, and then go and find things that are like super like the voice acting competition. Like I still think you should do that. I still think you should do those things, because you find enjoyment in the competition aspect, in this. You get given a brief and you can take whatever you want from that. You are a theatre actor at heart, my dear, I can tell. And so find things that emulate that theatrical joy. Find perhaps a novel or something, or a visual novel, or something that interests you and tickles that, theatre funny bone in you, and go from there and seek out those things, rather than just feeling like you're going through I've got to do this now, because I kind of just stopped using voices because I felt absolutely shit, because I was like, oh, this grind, I am losing the love for doing this on this grind. So I stopped, and I've found more enjoyment in finding other things in different ways. Like there are so many different ways to find things. You don't have to use those different different. What is it? They call them pay to play websites or whatever.
Yeah.
Pay to play.
Sometimes they work for Sometimes they work for people. If they work for people, that's great. They have found their niche. It is working wonderfully. But it's not for everyone. We are all super unique. We will find ways. And if something's not working for you, Misty, just in the bin. Just put it in the bin. Just in the bin, delete bin file, and find something else.
You can't
do the Marie
delete
Kondo.
your bin. That doesn't work, unfortunately. But
We're talking about a trash can, right?
Okay, in the trash can,
Okay.
out the window.
Well,
that works.
in Windows, it is called the recycle bin.
You can't empty the bin.
So you can empty it, but you can't get rid of it, because if you do, then Bill Gates will show up at your house and kick you in the stomach. I will leave my last bit of advice for you, Misty, is time is absolutely a finite resource. You only get so much of it. Make sure you are prioritizing what you feel is the most important thing in your life. And obviously, because you're an adult, you need to make money in order to survive, and there's nothing wrong with that by any means. But as Zamoody was saying, if you're filling the void with things like watching Netflix or whatnot, like maybe really think about whether or not voice acting is something that you truly love. Because at least for me, when it comes to music, no matter where I am, whether I'm at work, driving to or from work, I'm at home, I'm almost always listening to music. So that's just something I know is deeply ingrained within me. And obviously I have other interests and stuff that I want to continue to pursue, but I just know that in my heart it's something that I love, and nothing will ever separate me from that. So, again, look inward. Maybe get like a legal pad and write out pros and cons. I do that sometimes, to be honest, because it helps.
No, it's just I'm just gonna wait to do the more frequent auditions until I have more of a clean head, because right now I'm just the project I want to audition for, I found it on Twitter. That's why it's one that I wanted to be a part of. It's like a webcomic that they're hiring actors to voice these characters from it. So I was like, I've been following it for a while, and I said that when that character is hosting auditions for her, I'll audition for her. And I was like, okay, I gotta jump on this, so I'll try it. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. Just sort of go for anything that I find interesting, because Because I stopped auditioning on Voice 123 a while ago because it's that thing where it's like I'm not really getting anywhere and it's depressing me. So I want to at least do something that's fun, that seems fun to me, so that I can at least have fun auditioning for it too, and I won't feel like so much of a loss.
I will also add into that and say that you're still young, and voice acting, the journey is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
So don't. I know it's difficult too, but try not to get too upset. If you're not landing parts, because it's just part of the gig, and sometimes that's just gonna happen. But I mean, you stick with it, and inevitably you will see success. It just comes down from the long term play, I'll say. Unless you have Chris Pratt's cast.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's just I signed up for a thing where it's like a program to potentially it's like an IT program, so I could potentially get a job in the IT field. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take a lot of time to do that, so that's why I
I
leapt
will
for
help you
it
with that.
when I saw it. Yay!
I've been doing IT since I was 18, so by
There you
all
go.
means, any questions you have, ask this guy.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like what I leapt for it when I saw it because I'm like, I need change. I need to earn more money in like a regular job without having to like stress about other means to do it. That would make me more happy. So we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully that's the answer that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and like I said, it's difficult to let go of something that you really want to do, but personal needs should take priority, 100%. Keeping a roof on your head, keeping the internet on, keeping your lights going, very, very important.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we would love to all be that, like, I don't know,
Troy
like
Baker.
gypsy type person, where we just live on the road and, don't really need money to live.
Gas is
It's kind of
expensive.
Yes, it
it's
is.
kind of unrealistic in this
Just,
day and
just
age.
get some horses. Just get a horse and cart and just.
I mean, horses cost money, so good luck with that.
It's awful. It's like I wish I could get an electric vehicle, but I don't have where to charge it. So I'm like,
I mean, right now, electric cars are all hype, in my opinion, but,
at least it saves on some expenses.
It
They're more
does,
likely to
but
blow
you
up.
can also only drive for like a few hours and then you have to recharge it. So
Yeah,
not
it'll get
super
better.
helpful.
This segment brought to you by the new Nissan No, I'm sorry.
The Nissan Leaf.
Leaf. That was the word I was
Oh
looking
man,
for.
that would be such a good keep that in mind for when we do get sponsors.
Oh.
We need to start making these like totally impromptu segues.
Please.
And also the fact that you say Nissan and in New England it's just Nissan.
Oh
Nissan?
God.
Nissan.
Yeah. Nissan.
Nissan.
No, it's
Well, the
Nissan.
UK doesn't exist, as we've already
I
covered
know.
multiple
I am a
times,
figment
so.
of all. I am literally. I don't know. I'm like Doki Doki literature club. I'm that one.
Literature?
Thank you. I can't English word today. That's fine.
Okay, who bit the zupasa?
Ren Rambles.
Exactly.
Oh.
I do that to students. It's like whenever I have a step up, it's like, yes, Miss English good today, yes. And they laugh. It's funny.
We're down to about the last 5 minutes, so I don't think we're going to get to Paul Schmidt's video today.
Oh damn.
Sorry, Paul.
Paul, we will definitely look back into it in a couple of weeks when we don't have a guest. Thank you so much for the opportunity to let us use it. Yeah.
If you would like, we can kind of do like a preview.
Yeah.
To just do a quick review of what the video is about.
Just
unless
quick.
You guys haven't watched it.
I watched it already.
I have not watched it. Okay.
Do you want it to be spoiled or no? I mean, you should know about it because you're still on voices.com.
Yeah.
I got the email. I know what it's about.
Okay. Yeah. So then, we could preview it if you wanted to.
Well, okay, it's 9 minutes long. Everybody have 9 minutes, and then we can, because we're all going to say this is going to be just complete. Okay. All right, here we go.
The email goes like this. We are excited to officially announce the Voices affiliate program, and we are inviting you to become a part of it. You're already getting paid for doing what you love, so why not get paid twice as a Voices affiliate? Refer your network to Voices and receive a commission when they hire their first voice talent. Learn more about the Voices affiliate program here and apply now to start earning. Let's click that apply button and see what this is all about. And here it is. Become a Voices affiliate. Join the Voices affiliate program and start earning. Earn 50% up to $100 in commission when your referrals hire their first talent. It pays to connect creators to their perfect talent. Earn when your traffic converts. Get 50% off the first hired job spend up to $100 for every new client referred to Voices.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone is right. You do understand what's going on here, right? Voices.com, in yet a new all-time low, is asking you to refer your clients, the ones you didn't get from their platform, the ones you've worked so hard to accrue, the ones you've worked to develop relationships with, and the leads you've yet to even develop a profitable relationship with, over to them. Over to them. So now they can take 25 to up to 80% of the budget from that client and have you compete with thousands of other voice actors, all for the wealth-building, life-changing affiliate fee of up to $100 a client. They clearly believe you to be an idiot. Only an idiot would trade a years-long relationship or a potential years-long relationship for $100. Only an idiot would say, you know what? I've enjoyed a profitable relationship with this client over the years. Why don't I put them in front of thousands of other voice actors, lose 25 to 80% in the process, even when I win? And let's be super generous here, the 5 to 10 jobs I audition for. Only an idiot would say, you know what? Rather than promoting my own business, let me promote Voices.com, by their own numbers, by the way, over 2 million other voice actors worldwide, and forfeit thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars in the process to make up to $100. Only an idiot can't do that math. Only an idiot thinks that's a good idea. Only an idiot thinks that Voices.com has the best interest of the client and voice actor at heart. And only an idiot would do business with a company that so clearly devalues and commoditizes not just your work anymore, but now your most valuable relationships. Let's dig into this steaming pile a little bit more. I suggest you grab a hazmat suit and a respirator, because this shit stinks. Create a new income stream in 3 easy steps. Apply, because they have to confirm your stupidity. Start referring. Receive a custom tracking link and get access to creative resources to help you promote. Get paid. Earn 50% up to $100 in commission when your referrals successfully hire their first talent. So the ass-backward value proposition they're trying to get you to buy into here is that you're going to make some chump change even when you don't win the work. And while that's true, it's nothing but sleight of hand.
Excuse me, officer. Would you like to buy some marijuana?
I gotta go.
I'm thinking maybe $40.
Give me the bag. Hey, hey, what's in your hands?
There's nothing in my hands.
What's in your hands?
Nothing, I
Open your
swear.
hands.
All right.
Ooh, look at this shiny thing over here while I steal your kidneys over here. So let's say you refer a client to Voices, right? And the next job comes up that normally would have been handed to you, or maybe you would have had to audition with a small number of other voice actors, and let's say that job is worth $500. Now that job is going to Voices, and now Voices is going to take $100 up to $400 in fees, and hundreds of voice actors will audition. Chances are that even if you do audition for the job, you won't win the work. So what happens? Who wins here? The talent who wins the work gets $100 to $400. Voices gets $100 to $400. You get $100. That's the cap, and that's only on the first job. What do you get on all future jobs they do with Voices?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Sir.
So congratulations. You just traded your entire future of working with that client for $100 max. And what do you think your client is going to think of you sicking Voices.com on them? If they don't value the relationship, well, you never had anything of value there in the first place. If they do value the relationship, their first thought will undoubtedly be, why are you doing this? Don't you like working with us? Have we not treated you well? Do we not have a solid partnership? Once that bridge is burnt, it's burnt. You're not getting it back. They may stick with voices, they may not, but they're likely not coming back to you because you have demonstrated with your actions that you don't value the relationship you had with them. You sold it for $100 or less, and that makes you an idiot. I've said till I'm blue in the face that time is your most valuable asset. But why? Because the focus of your time should be spent building valuable, long-term relationships which lead to the long-term stability and profitability of your business. Time is the planting and nurturing. The relationships are the fruit. Don't sell your fruit for pennies. Keep it. Eat it. Grow more of it. Feed yourself and your family with it. But Paul, you say, where's the harm in promoting voices to clients and leads and people I haven't even worked with yet? Aha! Very astute of you. Congratulations. You have made the shift from idiot to simpleton. Look, this isn't Amazon. You're not promoting someone who sells khakis or teddy bears. You're promoting millions of other voice actors who do exactly what you do on a platform whose sole goal is to do it cheaper than you.
Why? Why would I? Why?
You're choosing to put those leads in front of millions of other voice actors rather than starting and growing a relationship into a profit center for your business. Yes, Ross, why would anybody do that? You'd have to be, well...
I'm an idiot!
And to those of you on voices.com, let's forget about the damage they do and have done to the industry. Let's forget about how they take exorbitant fees. Let's focus on your career. Is trading relationships and potential relationships for pocket change good for you? Is doing jobs starting at $5 good for you? Is competing with hundreds and hundreds of voice talent on every job good for you? Is paying hundreds of dollars a year for that privilege good for you? No, none of it is good for you. It's not good for anybody. But they're playing on the fear in your head that if you don't work on their platform, you won't work. And that's not true. If you're untrained and incompetent, you won't work, but that's different. There are tens of thousands of successful voice actors that don't work on Voices.com, Fiverr, and so on. The single biggest difference between the 15% of voice actors making $75,000 or more and the 85% making less than that is the ability and know-how to market their services directly. They know who to target, what to say, how to say it, when and how to follow up, and they know how to do it all at scale because that's what it takes to build a solid, sustaining, lucrative base of clients. If you don't know how to find your own work, you're always going to be vulnerable. If you don't own your own relationships, you're always going to be vulnerable. If you struggle with marketing your voiceover business, with starting and growing your own relationships, I invite you to check out the VO Freedom Master Plan. I developed it to take voice actors from having no plan or process to having a system to start and grow relationships at scale that lead to more consistent booking, business, revenue, and income. If you don't have a marketing plan, if you're relying on the pay-to-plays, click the link in the description below. And to get my Move, Touch, Inspire newsletter for voice actors, comes out every Thursday. It's just for you, and it's free. Click that link in the description as well. If you found value from this video, if you learned something, if it inspired you, help us get the word out to other voice actors. The way you do that is to click like and subscribe, and maybe even clang that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we publish a new video. Thanks again so much for your support. I am super, super grateful. Have a great week, and we will see you back here soon.
Always really good information from Paul.
You know, when that started, I was like confused because I was like, it's an affiliate program, so I assumed that you would like refer other voice actors somehow. I don't know, like get some other voice actor friends to join Voices, and you'd get a commission from that. And then when it said when they hire their first talent, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
But I'm an actor. How can I? Oh, when he explained it, I was like, oh, that's so shitty. That is so shitty.
Like, okay, so I understand what they're trying to do here, and it's the referral system that a lot of other websites use. You refer your friend, get a discount, or get money back, or whatnot.
Yeah.
but it doesn't really work in this case.
How is the voice actor going to refer a client to this site? That's
Yeah,
like, what the hell?
they're trying to steal the work from under your
know.
feet,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah. I can completely understand saying refer your friend that has talent. If they sign up for the site, if they are booked for a job, then you get money from that. Like, sure, that's a great incentive, even if it's one time, you know. Voices still gets their money, you get incentive, it works. Like, it's such an obvious thing.
Why can't they do it like that for actors refer actors, clients refer clients? Why is there this crossover? That's so weird.
Well, Voices, I don't know if they like changed their CEO or what happened, but they don't really seem to know entirely what they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe they never did. I don't have that much experience with them, so
I mean, I'll say like
over Voices.
in the last 4 months, they've done 2 really weird left turns that both of them have turned really bad, and that's the 5 to 249 range, and now this affiliate program, which I mean, when I looked at it, it's like, hey, that's kind of cool, and I kind of looked into it, thinking I'll provide a link at the end of the show, and hey, if it provides income, great. But then, like Misty realized, this isn't for people who sign up for Voices.com, which is what I was expecting. This is for talent-seeking actors.
Yeah. Because Voice123 has like an affiliate program. I'm not sure if it's public, but that's how I got a discount code for it for my first year, where like actors put like the link in TikTok and like their link tree and stuff. Like, that's what I thought this was.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. Because Brittany from Saturday Morning TV is an affiliate of Voices 123. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has a particular link that gives you certain money off, which I'm assuming, you know, she gets something for it. This is not that.
This is the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This is 100% you're creating barriers for yourself as you're going.
That's like you're like a local vendor and you're referring your client to Etsy or something. It's like, why would you do that?
Yes.
Do that.
As far as
the only thing I can
go ahead.
The only thing I can imagine that is happening here is that Voices.com is probably going under, because to me the two, like lowering the range for paid jobs as well as trying to steal clients from talent, to me it sounds like they're grasping at straws, as in like they're not getting enough people signing up per year to you know, meet whatever quotas that they have set. Needless to say, people don't do this affiliate program. Paul put it very plainly and directly. If you do this, you are an idiot.
They should bring back the monthly memberships. That's what they should do. That what they're concerned about is like the memberships. Like when I had that was way bigger for me. That was much more attainable than paying like a gigantic amount once a year straight out of my wallet, like immediately. Like that's what they should do. Like think of solutions like that instead of, oh, we don't have enough people signing up, we're gonna do something really stupid. It's like affecting the voice actors that are on the site. That's not what you should do.
I mean, I'm not gonna I'm gonna continue using Voices.com until a year that it doesn't pay for itself. If it doesn't pay for itself, then I see no other reason to continue. But for now, I am going to maintain, only because it does to me feel like it is a constant stream of auditions that allows me to practice.
Yeah.
So
to each your own.
Exactly. I mean, on that part of it, I don't agree with him. I understand what he's saying when it comes to, you know, you can focus on other things, but like Misty has pointed out, you can't jump in 100% into this, into the marketing, into the communication, into the emails that you got to send, because you've got to keep a roof over your head and you got to keep everything up and running. So
it's a big investment, and it's like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like they really should think of ways to make that a bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right. Well, in all fairness, I think we're definitely bumping up on time. So, I mean, what can you say? Voices.com is an entity. It is a pay-to-play site. I mean, yeah, eventually it may go under, and it does seem like it's under new management. So let's just keep an eye on it and see what it does. But a big thank you again to Paul Schmidt. Please go to YouTube, follow his channel. let him know that we sent you in his direction. We would definitely appreciate it. Look forward to hopefully talking to him again in the future, because he was such an entertaining interview.
He's a goddamn sweetheart. Like even the email, because I made sure to email him prior to using this video because I wanted to make sure it's okay. He's like, you don't have to ask permission. Like, I'm just trying to do what you guys do and help fellow voice actors with their journey. And I'm like, all right, excellent. But, obviously want to do our part to be respectful.
Absolutely. If you have any questions or anything you'd like us to talk about, feel free to email us. Gmail. Gosh darn it. Hold on.
Not the only one.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to edit it out, so feel free to email us at ColdReadthePodcast@gmail.com. Follow our YouTube. Hey, it's now called Cold Read the Podcast. Go figure. Woo! Yay! Right. Yeah. If you want to watch the video or see Renara's giant cup that she was using today, go ahead and drop on in. We're going to get this episode up and running by tomorrow. And feel free to join our Discord. Everything is going to be in the description. Again, we'd love to hear your audio. And hopefully we're going to get those that have been dropping in. Thank you so much for the one that we've seen, and we look forward to listening to it. With that, I think we're good. I'm just going to hand it off again to Renara.
I wasn't sure if that was going to happen.
Okay, no.
All right, fine. One, learn to rest and take breaks, but never step backwards, never fall off the path. Just keep going one step at a time. Everybody's path is different. Do not compare yourself to other people. Your path is your own, and you are beholden to nobody but yourself. Secondly, you need permission to make money off of stuff that you don't own, but you don't need permission to create. If you've got an idea, fucking do it. Make a shoddy first draft of a script. Get that idea on paper. Do a small sketch of something. Just as we said, just do it. And lastly is to have fun. Because if you're not having fun, then what is the point?
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, you can!
Oh, God!
Catch everybody next time. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Drink water.
There it is.
Or else.
You're gone. Bye, everybody.